What's up, everyone? It's Fifth Gear Garage. I just wanted to do a little bit of an update. I haven't made any content lately. That's my bad. It's getting colder out. I'm getting a little less motivated to come out to the garage because it's not heated or anything. Although me and my dad worked on, it was mainly him. Thank God for him. I greatly appreciate my father more than anybody else in this world. He is always there for me. I just want to say that. But we put some tarps up on the garage. Not it'll get us through the winter. You can see in the background here. We put up a patio heater. I think with that and having the air off with the tarps, like getting the air out of the garage, I think it'll make a huge difference. So when we put this patio heater together, I put my propane tank in it out of my grill. That lasted like 10 minutes. It was about empty anyway, so, but that 10-15 minutes it was on, it was nice in here. It was, you could already tell difference, so I need to get that exchanged out, but I just kind of want to make a video letting you guys know I still plan on making videos. We have plans this winter. It just hasn't happened yet. Christmas coming up. Once Christmas is over, things will start moving a little bit. But I just want to come on here and show that my dad got some new wheels for the car. It looks awesome. We got wheels and tires. He found them on Facebook Marketplace. I got them on. There's a couple, like one or two things I need to do, but I'll just go ahead and show you. Zoom out here. So right there it is. It's got aluminum slots. They're, from what I can tell, they're appliance coatings. They're 14 by 7s in the front, 15 by 7s in the back. I think it looks freaking awesome. So it needs tires. Not that they're bad, but I do like the way the front tires are. I think the stance, how it fills up the wheel well, I really like that. But the back, these are, I think they were 215/60s. Yeah, so they're, I don't know if you can see that. 215/60/15. I mean, with it being 15 by 7s, I think what we're going to do is a 255/60. 275/60 be cool, but it is a 7-inch wheel. So I think we're just going to try out some 255s. And I think it'll fill that in real nice. And it's going to fill it in better than it is now, so that's all that kind of matters. I think some plans that we have for the winter, 100%. Sorry about my neighbor. But, so, a friend of mine has a front bumper, so that's 100%. We're doing it. We just haven't had time to go over there. He's in the next county over. Just haven't had time to run over there and get it. But, I just think, let me talk about the stance of this car. When we get the bigger tires on the back, I think this stance is going to be perfect on this thing. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Front bumper, turn signals, that's definitely happening. Headlight bezels, definitely happening. As far as cooling goes, this summer we had some cooling issues. I don't know what it is. My guess is the radiator because it's from like a 69 Nova. I think it's original. It's got a tag on it. I think those are something that the original radiators had. That tag right there. It says something or what it says. But anyway, I've been doing some research. First, we're going to do like aluminum radiator, dual electric fans. But I think since we have the factory shroud, we're I think I either want to do a Summit 3-core or a Cold Case 2-core. Obviously, the Cold Case 2-core is like $100 more, but when it comes to things like this, I don't really want to cheap out on it because I want something that's going to be good quality, which the Cold Case looks almost identical to the factory radiator, but it's dual core and the cores are like 1.25 inch. And from what I've read, less cores but bigger cores are always better. And I mean, how often are you going to replace a radiator? So you might as well buy once, cry once. Because, like, let's say we get a one off Amazon or a Summit one, and it still doesn't do what we want to do, we're going to have to buy another one. And while I buy another one, at that point, we're going to have to upgrade to get something that's going to cool this big block. It doesn't get super hot in West Virginia, but it's something that, I mean, it still gets, up in the 90s sometimes. So, but I think what my plan is to do a Cold Case 2-core radiator. And I was watching a video today, Junker Up. He used this flex fan, 18-inch heavy duty flex fan. I can't remember what brand it was. It's a weird name, but they're like $100. I think that's the route that I want to go, is to do a mechanical flex fan, no electric fan. I think the shroud's made for a factory shroud for a Nova's made for an 18 or 17-inch fan anyway. So, I mean, we'd have less than $500 and a good radiator and a good fan, and I think it will take care of all of our cooling problems, flush the block out, go from there. So that's something else that's 100% getting taken care of this winter, is the cooling system. Going to do a 1-wire alternator, just like a Summit one or something, so we can get rid of this voltage regulator. This alternator whines anyway. It's older than I am probably. So braking system, that's another thing that needs done. The rear brakes don't work. I don't know why. I've messed with this proportioning valve. I made sure the safety switch wasn't tripped. I've taken where the brake switch off is and moved that thing around. I still can't get fluid back to the rear brakes. I don't know if it's clogged. I don't know if the wheel cylinders are bad. Sorry about that. But I think maybe do a smaller booster so we can fit bigger valve covers on. We have a new master cylinder. A new proportioning valve, from what I can see, is mounted differently. It's mounted, instead of it being, oh dang, sorry. Instead of it being down there, it's right here. It comes out. I think it mounts to this bolt right here. So then you gotta change the brake lines, which they're kind of a mess. I don't know if that's factory or not, but I think the plan is either to do a smaller brake booster, a new proportioning valve, and just new brake lines. I think that would probably solve all of our issues. It'd clean it up. So you can buy them pre-made kits for like $100 for the brake lines. So it's not bad. I think this is an 11-inch brake booster. We'd probably just go to like a 9-inch. This thing doesn't have a big cam in it or anything, so I don't think having a smaller brake booster is going to be a big deal. Something to do is the heater box. This was a factory AC car, so I guess they're different than the non-AC cars, but the factory small block AC car has the heater core in the same place as a big block, I think. But we're going to get a new heater box. I think it would be called like an AC delete heater box. But I think we're going to have to move the motor or something to get that box in there correctly. Then we can have a blower motor. All this will be cleaned up. That will look fantastic. Great. That's another thing on the list. So we got the front bumper, cooling system, braking system. Those are obviously two main systems. Charging system. Um, I think, other than that, the motor may or may not get a cam. Don't know. Gonna have to see how that goes. Which we can put a cam in it whenever. But I figured while we had the radiator out, the alternator off, might as well put a cam in it. I don't know yet though. Probably not. It's still not running quite how it should because either the carburetor isn't tuned right or the timing's off. I mess with it here and there. I rebuilt the carburetor. It seems to run good carburetor wise. I think the timing is too retarded. I did adjust the timing while I was out here.
Hello.
And it seemed to make some difference. But, not sure. Also going to add a wiper motor. But other than that, I think those are the main things. And the hood. Forgot about a hood. That's getting taken care of. We have a hood for it, but it doesn't clear this. So, we're just going to go with an L88 fiberglass pin-on hood. We decided, we thought maybe a cow hood. We're going to do an L88 hood. I think that'll give kind of an old school vibe to it. So, and possibly another thing on the list, rebuild the transmission. Needs done. It's wiring first through third. I changed the fluid once. It was silver. I put driven fluid in it. It quieted it down. It's loud again. It needs done. I mean, in reality, it hasn't been driven that much. We drove it to the next county over a couple times. Together, that's probably less than 150 miles. And we cruise around town. It shouldn't already be making noise again after it quieted it down. So either I change the fluid again and see if maybe some of that stuff was left from the first fluid change and see how it sounds, or just do a small rebuild kit on it. It's not that much. It's like $100 some. Comes with new bearings, gaskets. I think the reason why it even makes noise is because when I put the transmission in by myself, I'm not 100% sure if the clutch was exactly lined up because I was laying under the car, and to try to, get the bell housing, the transmission, and the clutch all lined up, I may have it off a hair putting a side load on the input shaft. Because I basically had to press the transmission onto the bell housing with bolts. I don't know if that sounds bad or not. It's, I'm still learning, so it is what it is. If I made the transmission noisy, I made it noisy. We'll fix it. But I wouldn't know that if that's the case. I wouldn't have done that unless I done it. So, but that is a small update, 15 minutes, just to kind of go over and talk about the car, what the plans are with it, what needs done, what's going to get done. And I just wanted to, hopefully here in a couple weeks, after Christmas, we'll get banging out on it. And we'll get some more content for you. I mean, there's a lot to share, a lot of things that's going to happen. We also have a C4 Corvette that needs to come over, and it's a convertible. This is my grandpa's car. the brakes need done on it. I'm gonna take the intake off of it. It's a tuned port car, so somebody painted the intake manifold black and red. The car's red, it's got black stripe. The interior's black and red. It's just too much. So my plan is take the intake manifold off, clean it up, put new valve covers on it. I think I'm going to do aluminum fabricated valve covers, have something etched on them for my father and my grandfather. As my dad drives the Sun, not a whole lot. We're going to get it out more next summer. So, but I'll make sure to make some videos of that whenever I'm working on it. I really like polishing things. I don't know why. So I think I'm going to try that out on the intake manifold, polish it up some, make it look a lot better than what it does right now. But anyway, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.